Welcome. Let's explore this Shrapnel Ballista strength stacking Hierophant. You may be familiar with the Iron Commander bow, an item that lets you place more siege ballistas the more dexterity you have. Here we've selected the replica version of the aforementioned bow. It lets you set up a different kind of ballista by stacking a different attribute. You're able to place more shrapnel ballistas the more strength you have. These ballistas are good against single targets, they fire multiple arrows in a cone, and they're able to shotgun bosses. It is then improved by Vengeant Cascade. All the fired projectiles will return to you, hitting the enemy once again. We've selected Hierophant because of the Ritual of Awakening and Pursuit of Faith keystones. With these, you can place these totems really fast, they last longer, and you gain mana regeneration, life regeneration, and 5% more damage per totem. Surveillance and Ironwood notables are great too. You will need Replica Alberon's Warpath boots for added chaos damage per strength, Ironwool keystone to make the strength attack damage bonus apply to spell damage too, and Crown of Eyes to apply this increase in spell damage apply to attack damage at 150% of its value. You will be able to set up around 20 shrapnel ballistas, each firing many arrows dealing chaos damage. The totem has a short range, but it can be improved by increasing projectile speed. It's overall one of the best boss-killing builds we've tested. It is durable. The accumulated strength grants tons of maximum life, which is then improved by a lot of armor and attack block chance sourced from Ironwood Notable and the Iron Fortress chest armor. You also have rapid life recovery with Vitality and Ritual of Awakening. Clear speed is below average, but it can be enhanced with enough totem placement range and projectile speed. Single target damage is one of the highest in the game. Price is high, mostly due to the unique boots, jewels, and rare jewelry. You will be wearing a lot of unique items, only your quiver and jewelry will be of rare rarity, and it is mostly where you will be able to get attributes and resistances. Jewels will be important too, rare as well as unique ones. Crit multiplier is redundant as you wear Maligaro's Virtuosity. These uniques are in most cases irreplaceable. Crown of Eyes is a massive upgrade. The spell damage gained from Ironwool will be once again transformed into attack damage at 150% of its value. Replica Iron Commander is the key to this build. It allows you to summon more shrapnel ballista totems the more strength you have, resulting in around 20 maximum ballista totems. With enough strength, the Iron Fortress provides you with a lot of block chance. It improves your maximum life, armor, and strength. Replica Alberon's Warpath is yet another key component of the build. It adds chaos damage to attack per strength and disables any other type of damage. Use Maligaro's Virtuosity gloves for their high and fixed crit multiplier, crit chance, attack speed, and dexterity. Now, keep in mind that you won't need crit multiplier at all. These gloves are cheap, so get a good corrupted copy. Eyes of the Great Wolf Amulet. Here, you could get two extremely good modifiers. The best ones are increased attributes, chaos damage, or maximum life. Passives around Lethal Pride Jewel will grant extra strength. Also, aim to enrich your notables with increased strength. Split Personality is another great opportunity to obtain more strength. The other modifiers, besides strength, could increase your maximum life or accuracy rating. Extra projectiles from Rain of Splinters will massively increase your damage. As we've established already, multiple projectiles from Shrapnel Ballista can hit one enemy. Emperor's Might Jewel is a minor improvement to your strength for its cost, but a notable one nonetheless. Righteous Providence Keystone seems like a great addition. It adds 50 strength and intelligence to then boost your crit chance per intelligence point, which is around 200 or 300. Get it from a pair of Forbidden Jewels. On a Watcher's Eye, you may go for the chaos resistance from Purity of Elements, or Precision's attack speed or crit chance. It's a strength stacking build, so definitely focus on gathering this attribute. Obviously, make sure that your resistances are capped, and that you have at least positive chaos resistance. Try to also gain armor and maximum life, maybe life regeneration. For more damage, get critical strike chance, attack speed, and of course, strength. Some extra dexterity, intelligence, and accuracy will probably be needed to run this build. Quiver may be a source of offensive, as well as defensive modifiers. You can get here maximum life with resistances or critical strike modifiers, and of course strength. On the belt, get strength, maximum life, and resistances. You could also aim for the synthesized implicit for increased attributes or increased strength. An amulet can increase your strength with its synthesized implicit or warlord suffix, where you can also get a modifier for increased damage per strength. Other than that, get flat strength, resistances, and maximum life. Rings are a simple case. Accumulate as many attributes and resistances as you can. For prefixes, look for maximum life. Buying a cogwork ring would be a bright idea. On jewels, we recommend gaining maximum life with strength, mixed with some other attributes you're lacking. Get 2 large cluster jewels with bonuses to strength and increased small nodes effect. You can also fit it in another attribute or resistance here. Medium cluster jewel. Here, get ancestral reach to increase totem placement speed, damage, and placement range. Sleepless Sentry's notable increases totem duration and gives you onslaught after placing one. Dying Sun Flask allows you to fire more projectiles, which in turn results in more damage and better clear speed. It also reduces fire damage taken, which is often useful. For other flasks, get a life one with instant life recovery that stops bleeding, a diamond flask for crit chance, a quartz flask for phasing so that you can move uninterrupted, and a granite or basalt flask for armor. These should increase your crit chance, attack speed, and armor with suffixes. If you need movement speed, get a quicksilver flask. Shrapnel Ballista, you will be able to place around 20 of these. It has a short range, so to enhance it, increase the skill gem quality. An anomalous quality, however, may be good too, as it makes projectiles chain 2 more times. Link it with Withering Touch, increased critical strikes, void manipulation, life tap, and chain. If you're using anomalous Shrapnel Ballista, replace the chain with faster attack support. Frenzy grants frenzy charge on hit, but also serves multiple other functions in here. Link it with Culling Strike, greater multiple projectiles, life tap, and faster attacks. Divergent Rage is very expensive and generates little to no rage, but is still useful if you can afford it. Use it often to not lose frenzy charges. Determination adds and increases armor to reduce physical damage taken. Precision increases critical strike chance and accuracy rating, both are important. The Purity of Elements grants extra elemental resistances and immunity to all elemental ailments. The Anomalous one grants increased resistances. Link these 3 auras with Enlightened support to lower their reservation cost. Sniper's Mark is probably the best curse here. The afflicted enemy receives increased projectile damage, and the projectiles hitting it split on impact. Link it with Mark on hit support to apply it automatically against tough enemies. Ensnaring Arrow ensnares enemies so that they take increased projectile damage and have reduced movement speed. You can link it with Maniforged Arrow's support, but only if your frenzy is not linked with life tap. You have to spend mana on it, not life. Molten Shell is a guard spell that mitigates a portion of incoming hit damage. It scales up with armor. Flame Dash is a simple movement skill to dodge or move faster. Vitality simply regenerates your life over time. Link it with Arrogance support so that the aura reserves life instead of mana. Kill all the bandits, you will need these extra 2 points the most. For a major god, choose the Soul of Solaris. It's a boss killer build. Lunaris, Brine King, or Aracali wouldn't really do much here. When selecting a minor god, keep in mind you're already immune to all elemental ailments, your physical damage mitigation is high, and so is your life regeneration. Soul of Yugal for a 30% reduced effect of curses on you seems like the best option. The passive skill tree hosts 2 large cluster jewels and is mostly restricted to the bottom left quarter. It's where the strength is. The most important keystone are Iron Will and Point Blank, but you can also get the Iron Grip and Unwavering Stance. The bottom totem cluster with Ironwood, Surveillance, and Panopticon is very impactful, be sure to allocate it. Spend the rest of your points on Strength with Utmost Might, Accuracy with Eagle Eye, some Reservation, Totem Damage, Maximum Life, and Armor. For Masteries, get 5% increased attributes as Attribute Mastery, 1 Armor per 2 Strengths as Armor Mastery, Reservation Efficiency as Mana Mastery, and the chance to summon 2 totems instead of 1 as Totem Mastery. If you need more Maximum Life, you can get the 15% increased Maximum Life if there are no life modifiers on your body armor. And that's all there is to it. A great build for the end of a league. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content in the upcoming week.